Stand-up comedian Ken Flores died on Tuesday at age 28. His family confirmed the heartbreaking news, with law enforcement sources revealing that it appeared Flores suffered a cardiac arrest. No foul play is suspected in his untimely death. Flores' death follows just months after the internet mourned the passing of comedians Tony Knight and Martin Mull. Days before his death, Flores performed in Norcross, Georgia, on Saturday, January 25th, and was scheduled to perform in Phoenix, Arizona, on Thursday, January 30th. Notably, he was set to hit stages in Nashville, Tennessee, Philadelphia, Austin, Texas, and San Diego through April. Flores began his comedic journey in his teens by posting videos on YouTube, with some of his clips going viral on World Star Hip Hop. In his early 20s, he was encouraged by the owner of the Comedy Shrine to take the stage at the Aurora venue's open mic event. Flores then became a beloved figure in the LA stand-up scene, finding a second home at the city's iconic comedy clubs like Hollywood's Laugh Factory, the Comedy Store, the Haha, and Hollywood Improv. He also toured extensively, building friendships with stand-up veterans such as Gabriel Iglesias, Joe Coy, and Felipe Esparza. A key figure in the next wave of standout Latin comedians, Flores was set to embark on a national tour alongside comedy stars Ralph Barbosa and his close friend Renee Vaca. Stars from all walks of entertainment, including radio host Big Boy and comedian King Bach, paid tribute, commemorating Flores in the comments of the Instagram post. Esteemed comedy clubs in Los Angeles also paid tribute to Flores, with the Laugh Factory commenting on the post announcing his death, writing, "Rest in peace, make God laugh." Hollywood Improv added, "We were honored to give him a stage to share his talent," sending so much love to his family and the comedy community. Seeing him perform once was enough to know he was special. It was an honor to watch him grow from a young comic starting out on showcases to selling out shows as a headliner here and across the country. Read the post on the club's Instagram page. Cause of death: stand-up comedian Ken Flores appeared to have suffered a cardiac arrest. TMZ reported citing law enforcement sources on Thursday. Flores was midway through the first leg of his Butterfly Effect tour, which kicked off in Portland, Oregon, on January 10th and was set to conclude in San Diego, California in April. The comedian recently posted a video from his tour stop in Portland, Oregon. Flores also helped create the Latin XL comedy show, which helped showcase Latin comedy talent. As news of Ken Flores' death spread online, tributes poured in from his beloved stand-up comedy peers and fellow comedians in LA. Joe Coy shared with the LA Times, "I would always check on him. I truly loved this guy. I literally posted about a pic of his tour schedule a couple days before he passed. It's all so crazy." Gabriel Iglesias, a close friend, expressed, "I feel honored to have spent time with Ken. Of course he was hilarious, but above all he was kind, respectful, and fun to be around. He will be missed." A longtime mentor of Flores reflected, "I'll remember him as my big little brother with an infectious laugh and presence." Ralph Barbosa, who had grown closer to Flores recently before their planned tour together, said, "Ken was funny as hell, he was real as hell, he was never fake with anybody just to get a step ahead. Anything he accomplished he did through merit and hard work. I admired him a lot and I admired his comedy." The Hollywood Improv also shared a heartfelt tribute on Instagram. "We were honored to share your talent on our stages. You were greatness, and it was only a matter of time until the whole world saw it. You were also kind and a tremendous friend to all lucky enough to know you. We love you, Ken. Thank you for all the laughs." Flores was born in Chicago and moved to Los Angeles later in life. In a recent interview with Boss Talk 101, Flores described his first brushes with fame, including performing with Gabriel Iglesias in Chicago. Flores recalled Iglesias referring to him as a hometown hero. "My parents was in the crowd," he said, adding, "It was the first time I ever seen my pops cry." The comedian continued, "For him to see that moment, it was special for both of us." Iglesias shared a photo of Flores on stage with him in an Instagram story. "We lost a good one. It was my honor to have known Ken Flores. Incredibly funny comedian and just a kind, happy guy," wrote Iglesias. Flores' journey in stand-up began in his early 20s when he was encouraged to try an open mic at a comedy club in Aurora, Illinois. I was working at PNC Bank at the time. I was a teller, and the owner of the Comedy Shrine in Aurora used to bank with us. Flores, who was in his early 20s at the time, remembered. Every time he would come in, I would mess with him. He kept inviting me to his open mic. He's like, "Man, you're really funny. Come to the mic," he added. Then one day I went just to see, and I guess this is my big head or ego talking, but I watched 40 people go up, and in my head I was like, "These people suck." Flores went on. I was like, "I'm better than that." So I signed up, and then once you sign up, you realize, OS***T, this is not as easy as I thought. You kind of get hit in the face with a reality check. But at the same time, if you get that one big pop, you get bit by the stand-up bug and you're addicted. Ever since I went up the first time, I couldn't stop. Esparza, another longtime mentor of Flores, told the Times he'll always remember him as his big little brother with an infectious laugh and presence. Barbosa, who grew closer with him recently prior to their scheduled tour together, told the Times, "Ken was funny as hell, he was real as hell, he was never fake with anybody just to get a step ahead. Anything he accomplished he did through merit and hard work. I admired him a lot and I admired his comedy." Big in stature, and even bigger in personality, Flores had a special way of connecting with people. His crowd work was unparalleled, but it was his authenticity, humor, and raw honesty that truly resonated with audiences everywhere. His relatable material drew people in. Just days before his passing, Flores shared on X about completing his tour shows alcohol-free, expressing pride and hope for upcoming performances. "So I started my tour a couple weeks ago, and I'm proud to say I've done every single show, 5 in Portland, 1 in Albuquerque, and 4 in Atlanta without a single drop of alcohol."
On the morning of February 3rd,
Flores wrote. "Nervous for Phoenix next weekend, but I think I got it. I'm not sober, just want to chill a bit." In December, Flores filmed his first comedy special, which has not yet been released. The comedian was currently in the midst of a tour that began in Portland, Oregon, on January 10th, and was scheduled to conclude in San Diego, California, on April 19th. There is so much of Ken Flores that the world didn't get to see. He was more than a stand-up comedian. He was one of the greatest human beings in the world, Vaca said. "I always said he was my favorite comedian, and we always called him God's favorite comedian. He's changed me as a comedian, and he changed the world. He's the best, he's the GOAT." Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, share and subscribe to our channel. Rest in peace, Ken Flores.